Shalom, shalom. We are in the building. Another Casting Down Imaginations. I am your host, Officer Abiyah. And to my left,
Officer Yawasab. Shalom, shalom.
we got a class or episode. I gotta get out of this saying class because it's a radio show.
Yeah,
we got a show for y'all today.
Yeah. It's back to school.
Yeah, it's back to school. Everybody got the kids' backpacks on and fresh gear. I remember those days. And we're gonna talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we just gonna talk about it a little bit.
You remember when you was in school? To all those who graduated, who's not in school no more. I ain't talking about the college students. I'm talking about this. K through 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, K through 12. You remember that? We're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about that.
Understand?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. For those that have kids or decide to want to have kids, and I'm gonna have a kid, and we need to talk about that. This is gonna be a great discussion. We're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we're gonna listen to some righteous music, and we're gonna jump right on in. You know how we do it.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Most High Christ bless. DJ M. McKenzie in the building. Play that.
I got the love I did my head. I got the love in my head. Come on, walking dead. I told like Moses said. I got the love I did my head.
See, it all is.
I need the love in my head. I ain't no brother walking dead. I told like Moses said. I'm a man now, you don't put your hands down. I love to talk, I want to walk, I don't get stand around. I make things happen cause I keep God first. You think your job is tough, keep it down with hard work. All my kids are like this right, I bring the truth now. Don't know what y'all long, come at this truth now. No lie, I'ma die for the most high. And prophesy your house side, there's no lie. You take all those things, you wanna know why? The most high got the power to make your soul cry. Why you round town like you so fly? Or what was screaming going on?
Shalom, Most High Christ bless.
Wake up, Israelites, wake up. My time before I sin to come and take the same love. Turn to Zion, repent in your prayers. Turn to Zion, repent in your prayers. I got the love I did my head. I need the love just like I said. I ain't no trouble walking dead. I told my life Moses said. I got the love I did my head. I need the love just like I said. I ain't no trouble walking dead. I told my life Moses said. Oh man, now true, y'all hands awaken me. And graciously replace deceit with a nationality. Y'all hands awaken me to escape the deep fatality. They gotta be inside the be of reality. One intensity is spiritual warfare. You say you feel your house try to get you warfare. I didn't imagine what's on heaven when I Lord's here. If I see the scenery, I be screaming, swinging forward now.
They dress like the mailman.
Y'all raised it. Plays with it, all they do is like blood, she ain't big. So it's raining in the one, she don't
They want black people wearing damn suits so nobody get worried about a nigga walking through the door.
I'm a man now,
That's
understand he curses. Y'all just dies who he look up,
Who he first picked.
I got the love I did my head.
I'm a man now.
I need the love just like I said. I'm a man now. I ain't no brother walking dead. I'm a man now. I told my life Moses said.
Look at this code.
I got the love I did my head. I'm a man now. I need the love just like I said. I'm a man now. I ain't no brother walking dead. I'm a man now. I told my life Moses said. I'm a man now.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. For God shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
I seen an article about a kid got put on the school because
Mm-hmm. Yup. Seen that too.
Shalom, shalom, sis.
We cut Christians.
Think of Sister Nadiva.
Like we're kid, we cut Christians.
They ain't
Not
playing.
Nadiva.
Like we're kid, we cut Christians.
Man, I miss.
We the Israelites better get it right. You don't want me in the scripture fight. I cut a Christian like a sharp knife, but it's just the Bible.
Soldiers life.
Teach of Christ always. say this Bible cut like a sharp blade. We read the scriptures, this ain't religion. My mind frame staying on repentance, trying to serve the Lord with fear and trembling. But the old man keep trying me. Why my flesh keep lying to me? Why these demons keep approaching me when I'm being the man I'm supposed to be? But these demons keep trying to focus on Zion, so I'ma keep lying. Your pastor keep lying, he's shaking me jive and look in his eyes. So look in the skies, the Bible my sword to cut through the lies. You come in this world, you live and you die, but you can decide what you gon' be. Is it a slave or is it a king?
Christian talking.
Do you know charter and private school started after the desegregation of schools?
God, man, you can't pray for nothing. Run his mouth and catch his Bible.
That's what I'm trying to find.
You can't be serious. Y'all must be joking. We cut
Because white folks still didn't want their kids to go to school with black
We
folks.
cutting Christians like we're
So
kids.
they started charter school and private school.
John 14 ain't get this. Yeah, we keep these laws. That's why
Come
we
with a
cut
short in my
Christians.
mouth. Come with a lock and you gon' get cut. A simple man makes an excuse according to his luck. You don't repent, you be destroyed for them lies you trust. Okay, G worship, but G know not what these so-called Christians be struggling with Ephesians. Steady trying to say heathens, always lying on Jesus. John 3:16 is the reason that you blinded from the truth and you can't prove what you believe until we cut on with a script and we separate him and his demons. Mind over matter, we fishing trying to gather the scatter. I tell my people this truth, they yelling what's it matter? Matter of back or forward tongue, just gonna take you backwards till I cut you with the word that's sharper than a dagger.
Christian talking, he think he's saying something. Oh, you swear to God, man, you can't pray for nothing.
Talk to him,
Run his
y'all.
mouth, won't catch his Bible open.
Shalom, shalom, y'all. What's going on?
Y'all must be joking.
Everybody all right?
We cutting Christians. We cutting Christians. We cutting Christians. Like we're kids, we cutting Christians.
I apologize, sister.
John 14 ain't get the scripture. Yeah, we keep these laws. That's why we cutting Christians.
Liars. Oh, man. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, sis. We're gonna talk about
We
that.
cutting Christians. We cutting Christians. We cutting
It
Christians.
starts somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Might as well start here.
We cutting Christians. We cutting Christians.
We might-
We cutting Christians.
Hey, we gotta start somewhere. Might as well start here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta speak about it. So, open up speaking, turn it to action.
If you not keeping commandments,
We
then
do
what
something
bother?
about it.
If you not bringing solution, then you a promise of war going on. The soldiers need all of them. Biblical, why my people miserable? I try to tell them, but don't question what they listen to. Signs all around the lust seem invisible. Until the loud come out, it's all the truth. Shoot the old man, call it suicide.
They be hiding. I had to put
They
it
knew
in.
what was doing.
I got off the wheel,
What you ask?
cause trusting in the words like you say alive. I heard how to change, but not making sense. I'm trying to start a revolution, first and repent. Each one teach one, let your light shine. Christ bringing back flames, it's the right time. Part of my I scared the meter, but I'm God, show some people and all I see is evil. So after
We ready for the Feast of Tabernacles.
Take my mind out, trying to get into the kingdom.
Gonna go down.
Israel, everything I say is real. Cause I quote with the word and I don't feel. Pastor say, why you make the laws a big deal? Cause the Bible make the laws a big deal. Refuse to be a reprobate, a vagabond. So I heard of my Lord, it's like a son of God. Let's take it to the scripts if you got a problem. Psalms 111:10, kill a false doctrine. Malachi 2:7, false prophet. If you're not keeping laws, then just stop it. Taking back the kingdom, make it scary Jake. 144, training only men that God relate.
Only men that God relate. Israelites waking up at a rapid rate. Raising up men of God with the heathen hate. Real, recognize real. They your preacher really fake. Ball headed swine eater with a naked face. The only law he wanna keep is when he pass the plate. And he ain't even doing that right. Cut him
He's coming up
trying to
from
get a
IUIC.
little act right.
I don't
Fast life, short
understand
life.
that.
When you live in sin, you can die yet ignite.
I didn't catch
You
it.
see my good works like plenty bright. We the Lord chosen. God bless the Israelites. You should already know. I teach with the flow. Light gon' glow. The old man dead. Had to shoot him in the head. Let the new man grow. By the spirit I'm led. Jacob even wake up out of bed. Dealing with them heartless brought to a piece of bread. What's the reason that he's led? So we can learn repentance and follow what he said. But our people hard-headed. You don't want to keep God laws, don't forget it. A lot of Israelites gon' die prophetic. If you don't want to keep God laws, you pathetic. You you pathetic. If
Where you
don't keep
stand?
God laws, then you pathetic.
What city you stay in?
Cause that's what it's all about. 144, Lord, I just wanna make it count.
We got a new school out there. Oh no, we ready?
Shalom. We are back from the break.
Say Philadelphia, PA. That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a school out there.
We might be working on one.
I don't know.
We might be working on one in Philly. Yeah, we might be working on one. I know we went out there to camp not too long ago. I seen some videos of that.
So you know, Officer Joel. Okay, well, you got in contact with him. You good? Just be patient. Just be patient. That's all. You know, don't lose patience.
Right. So we are.
Sister, they got one out there. Shoot. All right, bro. That's all praises. All praises, man. Hopefully, I can meet you at the next feast. Hopefully, I can meet you at the next feast. I know, you just came in a month. Bible say, prove a friend.
So we're about to talk about school. I've seen pictures on Facebook about everybody taking pictures. My child's first day.
Lord's will. You're right.
My child's first day.
Right.
Right. Which, ain't nothing wrong. Our children need an education. Don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying.
But what they going to learn? That's the point.
That's the point. What are they learning?
It's good to get an education. You know what I'm saying?
We have no idea the amount of wickedness that they learn in an 8-hour period of time in Esau's schooling system. But let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. We'll kick this off.
Wait. Let me get Romans 15 and 4.
I got you.
Let me get that first. A lot of people don't know this Bible is the answer. How can we fix it? They ask.
Right.
Motion up down the street gonna fix it? Asking the so-called white man that we've been asking for what? Years upon years to fix our problems?
Right.
Nah, we gotta fix our own problems. And how we fix our own problems? By coming to our book, the Bible. Yes. You blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all the Israelites. And this is your history. This is your book. Excuse me. This is your book. All right? And we must come back to it. Okay? Get that.
This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
Come on.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
So the things that were written aforetime was written for our learning. This Bible was written for our learning. Okay? Whatsoever things is talking about this Bible. At that time, did they have the New Testament? No. When they was writing this, they didn't have the New Testament. So it was talking about the Old Testament. But now this time we have the New and the Old. So we go by both. Okay? The Old Testament done away with. So what they was learning back then? What Christ was teaching back then?
Right.
What Paul was teaching. Alright? Read that again.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
That through patience. Listen, I know, we're coming up with school. We're coming up with the topic school. We're about to get into it. And I know a lot of our Israelites who keep the commandments, who know what's going on, who have to send their kids back, single mothers, people who can't, afford certain programs to put their school, their kids in. All right, but we're going to figure it out. You know why? Because we got the Bible. We're going to figure it out. We're going to get it. We're going to get out these schools because the Bible tells us to. And we're going to show you that today. And the key word that he's spoken in that passage was patience. Read that second part again.
That we through patience and
that
comfort.
we through patience. Our people lack patience. You know that, officer? Our people lack patience. Am I lying, Officer Amakai? No. Go ahead.
Our people.
Go ahead, brother.
Our people.
This is when you get in, let me know. Our people lack patience. We have to rebuild ourselves first. We got to stop being homemongers, robbers, thieves. How we can come up together? You got some people coming on here talking about how you gonna fix the school, how you gonna do that, how we gonna get that, how you gonna listen. We have to fix ourselves first. You can't run a school. You got doggone perverts at the school.
Right.
Another thing is,
Go ahead, brother.
how we lack patience is the same thing as back then, because remember when Moses got the laws and came back, he was only gone for like 40 days. Came down and we was worshiping golden calves. We lack patience.
Most High said, get down before I kill these people. Go tell these. Listen, our people lack patience. They started making gods because Moses was gone for what? 40 days. Yeah. 40 days. And they lost patience. They start building calves, talking about these are the gods that took you out of Egypt, Israel. These are the gods right here. Are you crazy? Most High said, Moses, get thee down before I go destroy these people. Get down. Go get these people right. That's what we got to do. We have to get right. Read that again. No, matter of fact, give me that. I think that's Ezra chapter 13. So do you mind? I think it's Ezra 13 and something.
How's the word again?
So do y'all understand?
Yeah.
1434.
Yeah, 1434.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, ye shall be kept alive.
Subdue your own understanding. Don't come to this Bible with your own philosophies and ideologies, how you think. Listen, be patient. You understand? People read Genesis and this book ain't real. Not knowing that Genesis is an allegory. Didn't know that. Some people don't know that. All right? I'm not going to get into that, but yes. It's saying something, but it's not saying what you think it's saying. All right? That's it on that. Read it again.
Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding.
Subdue your own understanding. Because the Most High He's not on our level. He's not on the level we are. We ain't on the same level on the Most High. We don't think like He think. You understand? We have to first of all, we way off. We way off. We done fell off the throne. We ain't nowhere close to where we used to be. So we can't just jump into school. We can't just jump into it. First, you start with a vision. First, you start with, what is that, Amakai? Where there's no vision? Get that real quick. Hold on one. All right. I was going to get you to read that again. Yeah, we have to subdue our own mind, okay? We can't come thinking how we gonna fix things on our own, how we gonna do this, how we gonna do that. Listen, keep the commandments, and have faith in Christ. All right? Read that again.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 14, verse 34. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding.
Subdue your own understanding. Put it away. Read.
And reform your hearts.
And reform your hearts. Reform your hearts. Change your hearts. Change your mind. Change your mind. Right? Read.
Ye shall be kept alive.
You should be kept alive. You should be kept alive. That's how we're going to live with this Bible. All right, you got that?
Yeah, Proverbs 29:10.
Let me get that.
Proverbs chapter 29, verse 10.
Come on.
18. Where there is no vision,
Where there is no vision,
the people perish.
the people perish. So you have to have some vision there first. We have to speak about it. You have to put it out there in the elements. We have to say something about it first. All right? Then we act on it. You have to have the vision first. And the vision is keeping the commandments in the faith of Christ. Because Christ said, seek ye the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will be added unto you. And how you seek the kingdom is by keeping the commandments and the faith in Christ. And all the other stuff, He's going to give us wisdom how to do everything else. Okay? Because guess what? In the school, you need what? Principal. You need your teachers. And you want, listen, I want a school full of nothing but Israelites. So guess what? All these Israelites have to be up, keeping the commandments. Can't have homemongers in the school. Pedophiles in the school. So we have to get straight. Our lives got to have, we got to get straight first before we just get hot in the school. Ain't no better than sending them to Esau school. We might as well send them now. How are we going to be a wise and, let's get that real quick. And, I got a brain fight this morning. I can't remember nothing. How are we going to be a wise people in front of the nations and we still thieves and whoremongers and hate our brother, hate our sister? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
This is what the Most High gave to Moses. He said, I have taught you what?
Statutes and judgments.
Call it again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5.
Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 5. Read.
Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments.
Come on.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it.
So we're supposed to be keeping these commandments. Because these commandments going to do what? Read.
Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations.
You see that? We're supposed to be the light to the world. By keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, we're going to be a light to all people. This is our wisdom to the whole world. Read.
Which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
This is a wise and understanding people. We came from nowhere and we waking up. We was beat down to nothing. We was beat down to animals. And we believed it. We still believe it today. We animals. Look how we treat each other. We still believe it today. We ain't no good. We ain't nothing. Tell me when I'm lying. We act like animals today. We don't believe we are good people. We are holy people. We don't believe we different than what the white man told us. We don't believe that. Tell me when I'm lying. Read that again.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this is a great nation. Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You gotta understand what happened to us. We lost everything. We lost everything. So I believe we coming back. I know I'm an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. That's a miracle.
Yeah.
That's a miracle. They thought they'll never see this day. They thought they'll never see this day, but God's word is powerful. So if I see this day, I know we're going to have schools. Because this day is here. You just got to have faith and don't give up. All right. Where we going?
We're going to Deuteronomy 28. Because we got to understand why we got to go to Esau school systems right now.
Come on.
Why we don't have our own school, we did, but we didn't want our own school. We wanted to go to school with Esau.
Right.
And I got some information, some history on that. Esau said, I don't give a dang if desegregation happened. My kids still ain't going to school with y'all.
Right.
And I got that information right here. Y'all thought charter schools and private schools just popped up out of nowhere? It's because black folks wanted to go to school with white folks, and white folks won't have it.
Right.
That's what happened. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, if you hungry, and in thirst, if you thirsty, and in nakedness, for your clothing, and in want of all things. That includes the initiative after Esau got done with our children, to teach our children. Matter of fact, let me get Deuteronomy 6 and 7 for that. Because learning on the Sabbath should not be the only time you teaching your children these laws and statutes and commandments.
No.
Because if it is, you're losing. You're losing.
The scripture you about to go to, I love the scripture. It's one of my favorite scriptures.
If you let Esau teach your child 40 hours out of the week, and your child learns the Bible 6 to 7 hours out of the week, you're losing. You're losing the battle, and you're losing your children. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse, I'm going to start with 7. I'm just going to get to the point. Mm-hmm. And thou shalt teach them diligently. Them is talking about the commandments. Thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. That's how much you should be talking about the Most High, the Bible, the commandments, the testimonies. That's how much you should be talking about. Esau is talking about wickedness from the time they walk in the building to the time they leave.
Watch. If you do that, read verse 3.
Verse 3. Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well.
To do it, the commandments, that's what he's talking about. When you read from 1, he's talking about the commandments. Read.
That it may be well with thee.
That it may be what?
Well with thee.
That's how it's going to be well with us. If you do it, when he just read it in verse what? 7?
Yes.
If you do that, and when he read in verse 7, verse 3 said, what is going to be?
That it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily. Or you want to start from top?
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3.
You might as well.
Hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it.
Come on.
That it may be well with thee.
That it may be well with thee. Come on.
And that ye may increase mightily.
That you may increase. Increase. Grow. Increase. Mightily. You understand? You have to do these statutes and commandments. You have to stop being a certain type of way. Then we can run schools. We can run businesses. Because you ain't trying to rip your brother off. What we was doing, we was ripping our brothers off. Shaving the E5.
Yeah.
Come on. We can't be that day. We can't be like that. The Most High, we read it in the beginning. This Bible was written for our learning. We see what we done wrong. I'm telling you, listen, we can get it right. Come back to the Bible, because when Christ come back, they're gonna use this book right here against you, and we're gonna get it. After we read this, they're gonna use this book right here against you. Do you understand that? Read on.
As the Lord God of thy fathers hath promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey.
Now get that what I was talking about in Revelations. I think it's Revelations 22. Wait, hold on.
I hope y'all paying attention, man, because this is very heavy. You can't, our children going to these schools, they're going to be exposed to a lot of wickedness. How are we going to counteract that wickedness? What are we going to do to set up our children for the future so that they don't even have to go through this wickedness that they go through? I came into the truth after high school, after college. I can't imagine the fight that these kids are in, going to school and trying to be in the truth. Because as you know, high school is the stage of much wickedness. You got prom.
What is that?
Yeah.
Books was open.
Sexual relations in high school. School dances, house parties, extracurricular activities. I got horror stories from high school. And I mean, you can say it's wicked to a kid, but if everybody they're around is exposed to it, the wicked seduces the righteous.
Right.
That's a scripture for a reason. The wicked seduces the righteous. So do you think your kids feel good being alienated when a birthday comes up? This is elementary school I'm talking about. When his birthday come up, people get cupcakes and cakes, and your child got to sit in the corner by themselves like they being punished.
That happened to my son.
That does something to the mind of a child.
That happened to my son. Made him feel like he did something wrong, and he's doing right.
And the teacher probably hyped it up too, like they are doing wrong. What the heck is wrong with your parents? You can't celebrate birthdays. The hell is wrong with y'all?
And say something to the class. He can't be with y'all.
Don't give him no cupcake. He don't celebrate birthdays.
The thing is
but when you come around, they act like they with you. Yes, we put him. We separated him. We made sure he didn't get none of this stuff. But meanwhile, when you turn your back, they talking all slide to your child.
Right.
Let me tell you something on that. You say something heavy. We expect our kids to overcome all this temptation at school, and you're a grown person having trouble with temptation. You're a grown person. You struggling, and you expect 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds to overcome temptation. Come on, think about it.
What are we asking from our children? Think about that. What are we asking our children to do? We're asking them to do something harder than what most of us is going through. Mm-hmm. They're in a school probably with 100+ children that don't think and act like us. That doesn't come from backgrounds like we do. That don't have no idea of the community. Even their own brothers and sisters that don't even know they Israel in the school acting like everybody else.
Somebody posted on Facebook where one of the students caught one of the teachers watching pornography, watching porn. Called him. It was one of the schools where the teacher had another room by itself, and you can go in that room, and they had separated from the kids. So the kid walked in. I guess they asked him a question, and he didn't see it. The kid walked right up on him, and he was doing his thing. And he went off. I'm a grown person. I can watch porn if I want to. I wish I would have shared. I didn't want to share it.
Watch this. The amount of students or teachers that's having sex with students is astounding. When I was in high school, one of my partners had sexual relations with a teacher. She's fresh out of college. She's no older than 24. We in football, so we work out. She was probably a nerd or something like that when she was in high school. She got a little attention given to her, and she gave it up to a 17-year-old boy. Now, just the most scariest thing about this is daughters and male teachers. That's scary because this happened to Esau. This is all dealing with Esau. I think this was in like one of those states where black folks really don't go.
So,
like, why?
Let me ask you a question. Before you go on, I'm sorry, but I want to get, because I didn't really hear you clear. Now, the male was the student?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right.
So he was the student and the female was the teacher?
Right.
Okay.
Right. But I'm just saying, that's scary, but just imagine the other way around.
No, the reason why I'm saying, I'm just making sure, because I'm going to say something on that after you finish talking.
Right. Okay.
I just want to make sure, before I spit it out, I know what I'm talking about.
Right. Now, just imagine that. So all school has became was a cesspool and a homosexual breed bed. That's really what it became. I couldn't tell you how much I learned in high school because I don't think I learned much. I got most of my schooling in middle school, honestly. And most of the other research I did it on my own. High school was who dating who, what we doing after this, where the weed at, where the pills at, where the school dance at, where the house party at, and who's the fast girl in school. That's high school in a nutshell when I went. And that was almost 10 years ago. I can imagine what it's like now.
I want to go back to what you said about the boy with the older woman, the teacher, right? Well, she's a young woman, but she's older than him, and that's against the law.
Yeah.
That's against the law, you know what I'm saying?
She was a newspaper.
Romans 13 said we can't do that, right? But I want to say something on that. When I was growing up, for you to do that, you was the man.
Yeah.
You was the man. They pumped that up.
He was.
And you just said,
you're right.
You just said that if this thing about it was flipped around, how damaging it was. But guess what? It's just the same. It's just the same because you teaching that boy to be what he gonna grow up to be. You understand? Like, we pump men up to have sexual relations with teachers in school. Like, oh, you're a man. You had sex with a grown woman. You had sex with the teacher.
Right, but like what I was saying, like if
no. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that how it's damaging as well.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. It's sad too, but I'm just saying it's sad as well because it's destroying our people.
Right.
The Most High said, do not do that. It's going to destroy us, and that's what it's doing.
Right. And you're right. He was the man in school.
Right. He was the man in school.
He was HNIC.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Everybody,
and he got more from that. Just because he got from the teachers, the other, and I know this, because this happened in my school, because you got that rank, you got that high status, more girls want you.
Right.
So now, you holding the girls out.
Yeah. That happens a lot in high school.
You holding the girls out. You become a gigolo. You understand? And believe it or not, men, that does something to you. Believe it or not, you think that's give you some kind of edge because you had sex with so many women. Actually, that's destroying you.
Yeah. But that's the stigma of high school. The stigma for high school for a man is be in sports, be popular, have as much sex with as many women as possible, as humanly possible. That's the stigma. Every high school movie you watch, that's exactly what it promotes. That's exactly what it promotes. Periscope, am I lying? Maybe I grew up wrong. I did grow up wrong. I grew up terrible. But what I'm saying is, that's what we go through. And for the sisters, I have no idea. Y'all have the hardest time in high school.
Bro, listen.
The hardest time.
Listen. I heard a comedian say this. I can't remember which comedian said this, but he was telling the truth. Women, bro, it's sometimes I think about it almost. Oh man, almost make me cry, bro. Think about this, bro. Women get, I don't know how to say it. Sex. Help me out, I'm trying to.
I'm trying to be with you. I'm trying to get what you saying.
I don't want to say they get.
What Chris Rock said?
Yeah. Oh, that's what you said, bro.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Because I have no idea.
You said, bro.
I have no idea.
Because I don't want to say everything he said. You put it in the words where you don't have to be all, kind of be censored a little bit.
All right, it was Chris Rock was saying that.
That's who it was.
Yeah, that he was talking about like any man being nice to a woman or anything like that. He's trying to get something from her. That's what he was talking about.
Well, he said, I'm gonna take it. He said that women from the age till they can, 12, 11, get offered sex. That's okay. That go. He didn't say that.
Right. I know what you're saying. Okay, I got what you're saying.
All right. They get offered sex. Like, they get offered sex. Like, they coming at them. And they coming at them at a young age. And it happens all the way from that age to, till they going out of here.
Right.
And it happens over and over and over. So women grow up to where they understand, like, damn, I don't have to do it. They gonna come to me.
Right. Yeah.
You understand the mindset of how women, how it's like, they just be like, all right, whatever, I can use myself and I can just get paid, because that's what they start doing too. Since I was a kid, I didn't know about like, it was there, it was happening, but I'm talking about sex for money and stuff like that.
Right.
But as I got older, especially now, shoot, the women like the men. Like, what's up?
Right.
With the money, like.
Yeah. It's bad. And guess what they know?
And I'm talking about, that was in school. They learned that all in school. When they was going to school, I know a little girl, she got her version broke in school.
Yeah. You mean in school? In school, or while she was in K through 12? Or are you talking about in the building?
I don't. That's a good question, because I don't answer that. I was thinking she was saying in the school. Not that you put it like that. She could have been like.
I got a cousin that got kicked out of school for having sex in a bathroom. During school.
Well, now I know. If you want to ask that, I know many.
Right.
Now, I've seen it.
Right. Got kicked out.
I've seen it.
Of course, he got towed all out of the frame, pieces by his parents when he got home. But these kids, look, and that was middle school. He was in middle school. He was in like 8th grade.
Listen, don't get it twisted. I was looking for it too. I was a little boy, so all this stuff was going on. I was seduced by it as well. I didn't know about none of this Bible. I didn't know nothing about that. I thought I was a nigga. I was just following what the other kids was doing. Don't listen. Don't like we bashing, or we just trying to wake our people up. We just trying to wake our people up. That's all we trying to do, because we know how the schools are. All right, ain't nobody gonna fix it. Esau is not gonna fix it. Chinese man ain't gonna fix it. But the Chinese man got his own schools.
Yeah, you do. He got his own middle schools, elementary schools, and then they go to private high school.
Right.
That's what happens.
Right, and they teach their kids young.
Right.
They teach their kids young. They don't teach them the commandments like we should be supposed to be teaching when they're young, but they teach them like arithmetic, reading. I'm talking about at real young ages, math, All that stuff at young ages.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chinese person when I went to elementary school. I don't think I've ever seen one.
I never seen one either.
I can't recall. Ling Ling was not in middle school with me or elementary.
No.
Ling Ling was not there.
No.
Nah, it was
I didn't even think they, bruh, when I was growing up, tell me if I'm lying, y'all. Whoever on this Periscope from New Orleans, tell me if I'm lying. Okay, now, from K to 12, right? Now, you go all up and down New Orleans, everywhere, uptown, down, ward, 7 ward, 3rd ward, 4th ward, 5th ward, 6th ward, 3rd ward, 17. You go to any ward, right? You're going to have the Chinese man, the Korean man, selling you goods, right? They got stores everywhere. But you never see them in school. I didn't think they go to school. I'm like, what, you just see them and they disappear. You never stayed around them.
Right.
You didn't stay around them. And then when I grew up, they had a place called Chinatown. I was like, Chinatown? I didn't even know it was separate. I went and saw that place. I'm like, these people got everything over here. What the hell? It was this, when I started driving, got my license and started driving, I started driving around the city and started seeing things. I was like, oh my God. These people are balling. Big old houses. Big stupid houses, man.
Bruh, I just found so much wickedness in school just by looking through this phone over here, man.
Bruh, let's bring that out.
They got co-ed bathrooms.
We digress a little bit.
They got co-ed bathrooms in high school. Do you know how dangerous a co-ed bathroom is in high school?
Listen.
Boys and girls going to the same bathroom.
Wait. I know how dangerous it is because, like you said, in my school, they took a girl in the boys' bathroom and did what they call it, menage a trois. A train. Did a train, and that's a separated bathroom. Just think about they going in there legally, like.
Okay. Oh my God. It says okay.
She said, "Where is that? Where the school?
This is in Illinois. But I know if one do it, you know how this Esau do it. They'll experiment with it, and they roll it out everywhere.
Yeah.
It is a public school, so they run it. So it says this is an article from Illinois Family Institute. Surprise parents, co-ed restrooms in North Shore High School. That's the name of the article. A couple of months ago, Deerfield High School in Deerfield, Illinois, quietly changed a multi-stall girls' restroom to a co-ed restroom. Worse still, the administration has not notified either parents or students. Rumors are circulating that the administration chose secrecy over transparency in order to avoid controversy. This is not a single occupancy restroom, nor is it a girls' restroom restricted to actual girls and boys who wish they were girls. Rather, it is a co-ed restroom, euphemistically called an all-gender restroom, presumably to divert attention from the reality of what the administration has created. They have created a co-ed restroom that girls and boys may use together.
Wait, hold on. Do y'all see what's going on?
So they didn't even tell the parents. They didn't tell nobody. They just went to school one day and see, boom, all-gender restroom. And they, the boys looked at each other like, it's going down.
I got to break this down, bro. I got to get a scripture real quick. You finished?
Yeah, that's all I really wanted out of that.
That right there made me angry just now. I almost hopped out the spirit. Forgive me, y'all. I'm telling you, this stuff makes me angry because it's destroying our people, and I love my people. All right? Now, give me Ephesians chapter 6, start at verse 11.
This is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God.
How you put on the whole armor of God? Get in the scriptures. Learn the scriptures. I'm not going to break all that down. Just get into the Bible. Read the Bible. Right? Read.
That ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
The wiles of the devil, meaning the tricks of the devil. That's what wiles mean. The tricks of the devil. You have to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments so you can know, get in this Bible so you can see his tricks. Be like, yeah, I see you, devil. I see what you're doing. Read on.
Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood.
We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. That's why we're not picking up no guns. We understand we ain't gonna win that way. You understand? The Most High is gonna deliver us. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. It's not a carnal fight. It's a spiritual fight. What he just read, that's spiritual. I'm telling you, watch. Read on.
But against principalities.
Against principalities. Read.
Against powers.
Against powers. Read.
Against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Against the rulers of the darkness, meaning sin of this world. That's it on that?
Against spiritual wickedness.
Against spiritual wickedness.
In high places.
In high places. They got the power to do this. Do you understand they got the power? And you said that they didn't send out no letters or nothing. They just did it. Our people don't understand this Bible. They don't know about the spiritual wickedness that's going on, what it's talking about. It ain't talking about no demon in the sky or some demon, some invisible demons. That's not what they're talking about. It's talking about this right here, what he just read. You have to get girded up in this so we can get out of this mess. They coming after us sideways. They understand the fight. They know, and we read it to you every time in Judith. They read it. I hear y'all read this almost all the time in Judith, chapter 5.
Right.
You read it all the time. If they keep you in sin, they gonna stay on top. You have to wake up.
On that note, we about to switch gears. We're about to take like a 1 or 2 song break. After that, we're going to come back. We're going to talk about the homosexuality agenda that they about to push on these children in every public school. It ain't just in one region. Every public school.
They already started. Also.
Right, they started.
The books, they got My Two Dads.
My Two Dads, all of that. They got actual curriculum starting in elementary to confuse your child. If you want to be a girl, you can be a girl. If you want to be a boy, you can be a boy.
The Bible says God has made a man upright.
We gonna take a break. We gonna let what we just did marinate. We gonna switch gears after this. DJ Abakese, Officer Abakese, play that.
Yeah. Israel united in Christ. Represent us.
You know what scripture is in Deuteronomy where it says, do not prosecute thy God because of the war that shall be on sodomite of the children. There's one in Leviticus, but the one that's just sodomite.
Cause you see the signs. It's the end of times. You gon' see the bombs drop down in America or Babylon. The great or the sorrowful. You gon' get destroyed.
We working, hey, IUIC is working on homeschooling for our children.
As we speak, we have people who already took their kids out this morning.
Hey, where's the scripture that says, sodomite of the children of Israel in Deuteronomy, where it says, thou shalt not prostitute thy daughter because of the war.
We gon' take them captives, lose captives, we word, now see, learn, now that's justice. We gon' take them, see, and lay that hammer down, cause they can't touch us. We the Lamborghinis in the world, you the cutlass. We the lifestyles of the rich and famous, you the plus. Y'all think it's the opposite.
Right, I know where that was at. Where's that? Leviticus 19:29, but I know what Deuteronomy says.
But I can't wait till the sons of strangers been on walls and their kings start to minister. But here comes the finisher. After all of that, y'all gon' be erased. Ain't gon' be not one of y'all left living, bruh. Israel up next. Lord, I told you Israel up next. Israel up next. Cause Israel up next. Lord, I told you Israel up next. Israel up next. Cause Israel up next. Lord, we told you Israel up next. Israel up next. Lord, we told you Israel up next. Israel up next. Cause Israel up next.
I got it.
Stay tuned, y'all.
See our weapons not carnal, yet they still dangerous. Still
I got some more articles over here, y'all. This song is wicked.
Soldiers all trained to take the kingdom back like we did the land that came in.
You have no idea what he has planned for our children.
That's why Esau faking his us. But waiting on America.
Think about it. Why do we act the way we acted before we came into this truth? Because of the schooling that we received. That's a direct result in why we acted the way we did. Our parenting, our community, and our school shaped the exact way we act. That's why you can find a Keisha in Louisiana that acts like a Keisha in Oklahoma.
Right.
How can you find a Keisha, the person named the same thing, acting the exact same way in different states and they never met each other? The schooling beats the community. I've met multiple women with the same name that act the exact same way in different places.
Israel up next, Lord, I told you Israel
it's crazy.
Israel up next, cause Israel up next.
Why does that even exist?
Israel up next.
School, the program.
Israel up next.
And they understand that. That's the spiritual wickedness in higher places. Because they got the power to do it. Understand?
Because Keisha was treated the same way in that school as that other Keisha in the school she went to. Then she got her name mispronounced.
You got that icebox?
You know?
You got some of the icebox at the bottom.
It's only okay, I got
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, in the fridge, right?
Yeah, in the icebox.
We have nothing to do with those bombings that's happening to Palestine.
Thank you, officer.
At all. Y'all work that out. Y'all do that. That has nothing to do with us.
Please don't misinterpret my aggression. But hey, my people, I don't hate my people. We got some work to do. My people, they need some direction.
Some people like oppression.
These rappers is
If you like your school, listen. You know oppression. The Bible tell you about that as well.
Watch this. Look, in school for Black History Month, what do they teach your children? That you a slave, you came in 1619 on a ship, you worked in the cotton fields for 200 years, you couldn't read or write.
And all they people was great. All they people was great.
All of them. They teach you that Christopher Columbus found the New World. He was a saint, but he was a murderous maniac.
Maniac. Crazy. But them people came over here that was crazy. When our brothers and sisters seen them coming, and these people can't even live. But it was maniacs. It was eating raw flesh.
Teach your children more than the schools teach your children. That's the solution. Keep the commandments. And everything else will fall in line. We'll have our own schools.
All these other nations know that. Iran know that.
They out here teaching lies on people.
You understand? The Chinese man know that. They teach their kids.
Watch this. They get grants to start their own schools. Why don't we? Because Esau wants to be the ones teaching us. That's the whole point. But we must teach our children more than Esau teaches, more than the TV teach them, more than the community teaches.
Verses start with this.
Don't you want to know about your history?
It makes no sense for your children to go to school for 8 hours a day. They sit in front of the TV for the last 4, and they go to sleep and repeat the whole cycle again. That's why when your children get to an age, right? That's why when they get to a certain age, you be like, I don't even recognize this boy in my house no more, because he didn't raise him. You ain't his mommy and daddy no more.
Chosen by God, call us back to remember. Mighty and tall, divided we fall. Israel, yes, we gotta watch out for our family. Brotherly love, sisterly love.
I remember this song. A long time ago. You old heads know what I'm talking about. I think it was a Scarface. When the boy stepped up, came home, he had a suit on. He was like, what are you doing? Like, Mom, I want to be be a gangster. You learned that right at school. You learned it right at school. That's why I stayed around gangsters. Guess what? They children went to school.
We try to please the Most High.
The wicked seduces the righteous.
No, and I appreciate that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All praise to the Most High. Right. Hey, man, y'all remember keep Sabbath holy. No buying, no selling. No cooking. That way y'all bring the board on blue. Sisters, y'all ain't got some pants. Throw them in the trash.
Throw them in the trash.
Y'all put on the trash or something. Because the Most High told us to.
Okay, we just had to let some music marinate for a second. Now, I got a few things that I researched, quick research, but it's real because I lived it. So, these are, we won't get into the homosexual thing, but we're going to take a quick detour on how our schools is different from their schools. We're going to read between the lines on this because they're crafty in the way they word this. So I'm going to have to break this down a little bit. But this is the 11 facts about education and poverty in America. Education and poverty. Who's in the poverty-ridden places? Deuteronomy 28:16, cursed shalt thou be in the field, in the city. That's us. So when we're reading this, they're directly talking about the peoples in the slums and ghettos.
So you saying they know?
They know. Watch this. This is the 11 facts. I'm not going to read all 11, but I'm going to read, the 6 of 11. It says, a higher percentage of young adults, 31%, without a high school diploma live in poverty, compared to the 24% of young people who finished high school. This is 11. This is 10. In 2013, the dropout rate for students in the nation was at 8% for African American youth, 7% for Hispanic youth, 4% for Asian youth, and which are all higher than the dropout rate for Caucasian youth, 4%. So if you add Hispanics and blacks percentage together, you would have 15%. That's in 2013. So we drop out higher than they do. Why? Because of the conditions we have to live in and the miseducation that we receive. Kids sitting there and listening to Christopher Columbus, George Washington, and they see Nat Turner, which was a slave that got killed, but for trying to fight the power. What did it go do to a young kid's mind? Well, I can't win. There's no way I can win.
Right.
You know? Let me see. It says, watch this. Which one was I trying to find? Where is it?
The name,
keep talking, bro.
They, I thought you were about to say something. They make, MLK, they make him look like he's Jesus, and they make Malcolm X look like he's the devil.
Right. They do that. Oh yeah, this is the ninth one. This is the one I was looking for. This is really what I want.
You don't see no statues of
Malcolm X? Nope.
You don't see no statues?
They don't even teach you about Marcus Garvey.
They want you to be submissive. They don't want you to have no backbone.
Nice Negroes, we'll tell you.
They made you believe Malcolm X was just going around wanting to kill white folks. That's not what he was doing. He was uplifting.
He never killed a white person in his life.
All he was talking about defense. People coming to your house, bombing your house. They was coming and bomb. You gotta remember what was happening back then. Didn't they bomb 2 little girls in the church?
Yeah. Blew them away.
Do you understand what was going on back then? Then you gonna call him evil for wanting to protect himself?
Yeah, of course, because you always do.
And that's the first thing Esau say when they see us. Bow, I was protecting myself. Come on, man.
This is the 9th fact.
He had self-respect.
Right.
He the one who said, who told you your nose was big? Who told you you was ugly? Your skin? Who told you your hair was nappy?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? He had self-pride. Go ahead. I'm sorry, bro.
This is the ninth one in the 11 facts. It says, by the end of 4th grade, African American, Hispanic, and low-income students are already 2 years behind grade level.
Read that again.
It says, by the end of the 4th grade, African American, Hispanic, and low-income students are already 2 years behind grade level. By the time they reach the 12th grade,
I think they heard you.
I gotta read it again. Let me read that again.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that's heavy what you just said. And you prove it, Deuteronomy chapter 28 right there. And who the children of Israel are. If you don't believe that the Northern Kingdom is makes up of Hispanics, you bugged out. You're bugged out. You see it in the TV every day. They're trying to build a wall against them. There are people are not desired, just like we are. Do you understand they work just like we work? Even harder? Read that.
By the end of the 4th grade, African American, Hispanic, and low-income students are already 2 years behind grade level. By the time they reach the 12th grade, they are 4 years behind. So, how is African Americans, Hispanics, and low-income students behind? They obviously aren't going to the same school as those that are on grade level like they're supposed to. That lets you know that the schools in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American communities are lacking. They're lacking. They don't want you to learn what they learn on the north side in the private school, in the charter school. That's what it's saying. So, and by the end of 12th grade, you graduate with a high school diploma. You only reach 8th grade. So, you have an 8th grade education with a high school diploma. And they don't have an article about this, but why do you think, we have black folks that graduate college, but why does a lot of black people start college and don't finish?
Think about this, officer.
Why is college so hard for us? Because we don't learn the necessary curriculum before we get there. And then when the college professor look at us, you should have learned this already. No, we didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Think about this, officer. They have to be crafty because they see like, all right, we're gonna lose this battle. They're gonna end up in our schools. Do y'all understand that they got what they call it, think tanks? Think tanks, yeah, they got think tanks. How they got these rich men who rule in the world. I ain't talking about the Washington D.C. either. Let me stop before it really comes on.
Right.
But they got these think tanks, right? That these men who run the world. Right? They said, well, look, they're going to get in our schools. We can't have them learning
what we learned.
Right. What they did was, did some crafty stuff. They did some crafty stuff. We're going to have to do this. We're going to have to set up programs. We're going to have to do this. We're going to do that. And guess what? It worked.
Watch this. And also, there's another thing that happens in school that a lot of people don't realize. Your children, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, get diagnosed with learning disabilities way more often than other kids. I'm talking about the Chinese, the whites. Your children get ADHD. Your children get ADD. Your children get, he's dyslexic. He can't learn. Watch this. This is a true story. In the 3rd grade, I think it was 2nd, 3rd grade, a teacher tried to tell my mom that I was a functional retard. And they wanted to put me on medication. They wanted to put me in special class. They wanted to do all of this. My mom said, the hell he is retarded. He sits up and plays this video game and beats this video game faster than anybody I've ever seen. My son ain't retarded. Mm-hmm. I graduated high school. I went to college. There's no learning disability. I can read. I have no learning disability. What were they trying to do? Destroy me.
it was gonna put that medicine.
Right. They were trying to destroy me before I got there. Maybe because they seen that I excelled a little bit more, so they tried to pull me back.
But that's what my family failed at that. Right? I got the medication. They gave me the medication. You know what I'm saying? I was one of them kids that say, well, he's not, I had a lot of energy in school. I was too hyper. So they gave me medicine to calm me down. So I went from this to this, sitting in class.
A zombie. A kid is a kid. He's supposed to have energy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're 6 years old.
That's when I started getting the medicine.
I
think it was in how old are you in third grade?
Third grade, you were 8. You're 8.
About third grade, that's when I started getting the medicine.
But watch this. Why do you think that they have recess? So you can run some of that energy off. That's the whole point of recess. Not for you to play, to kill some of that energy that you have stored up. But they tell our kids, y'all too hyper. We gonna put you on prescription drugs that your brain ain't even fully developed yet. That destroys the connections that your mind makes at that age.
Yeah.
That's crafty. Watch this. I'm gonna read that. I brought that up to say this. This is 8th in the 11 facts. This is children that live below the poverty line are 1.3 times more likely to have developmental delays or learning disabilities than those who don't live in poverty. Read between the lines. You blacks and Hispanics are going to be diagnosed 1.3 times more. I'm going to say more than that. That's a little embellishment. I'm going to say more than that than other people. That's what it said. Because how are we having 16? We have black kids graduate high school at 16, 14, 15. We have an 18-year-old boy that opens up a medical practice and actually has real doctors on his payroll. But we get prescribed prescription drugs for ADD and ADHD. Like we can't learn or something.
They can't have everybody doing that.
Right. This is the craftiness. As sisters and brothers, if they come to you and say your child can't learn, he's dyslexic, I would take it seriously, but I would take their word for it. Matter of fact, give me Sirach chapter 12. Never trust thine enemy.
Hey, officer, do you know when they diagnose your kids with that, they get paid money.
Right.
The schools get money for that, bro.
It's a never-ending cycle. It's a never-ending cycle. They make money from that in school. They produce jail.
I was getting that next. The preschool to prison pipeline.
Okay.
It's real. Go ahead. Say what you're going to say about it.
Go ahead.
It's real. It is real.
Sirach. Let me get the book of Sirach. Chapter 12, verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Mm-hmm. It said, never trust your enemy.
Never trust your enemy. Because as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
Wait, hold on. Before so they can understand who the enemy is, because they got some new people on here.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can understand who the enemy is. Get Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Deuteronomy 48. Just get that one.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies.
So the Most High said you're going to serve your enemy, which the Most High sinned against us for breaking his laws, statutes, commandments. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites, okay? And you broke his commandments, all right? So because of that, read.
Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst.
So you hungry, you thirsty, read.
And in nakedness.
You need clothes, read.
And in want of all things.
And in want of all things. Anything you want, schooling, read.
And he shall put a yoke upon, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Who done this to us? Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
And until he had destroyed thee. Do a friend put a yoke of iron on your neck?
No.
Do a friend do that?
No.
It seems like an enemy. Since you think it's not, read 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68.
Same book.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Egypt is synonymous for bondage. All right, read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We ain't gonna see our homeland no more again. That's why we still here. Read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And when we get to this land, we're gonna be sold to our what?
Enemies.
Our friends.
Enemies.
Our enemies. So when we came over here, we were sold to our enemies. These people who we were sold to right now, today, are the ones who run in the school. They're still our enemies. And go back to Sirach chapter 12. So I was just showing you who our enemies were. All right. There you go.
Sirach chapter 12. Verse 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
That means that surely your enemy, like iron rusteth, so does his wickedness. His wickedness gets worse and worse and worse. It just waxes worse. That's your enemy. He has no good benefit in you. This is the prison. This is school to prison pipeline. This is ACLU.org. This is where I'm getting this from. It says the ACLU is committed to challenging the school to prison pipeline, a disturbing national trend wherein children are funneled out of public schools and into the juvenile and criminal justice system. Many of these children have learning disabilities or histories of poverty, abuse, or neglect, and would benefit from additional educational and counseling services. Instead, they are isolated, punished, and pushed out. Where did I tell you the learning disabilities come from? It ain't because your child can't learn. It's because they just looked at this child and was like, The demonic spirit was like, this child seems like he's doing well. I'm going to say he's doing terrible so he can get on drugs, so he can fall out, so he can go to jail. Because believe it or not, jails get paid for that. They get paid for that.
They got private jails now.
You know what I'm saying? They got to stay full. So how do they stay full? We can't graduate. All of us can't graduate high school and get good jobs. That'll put them in bankruptcy. So guess what? They got to promote sex in school so the mother can drop out and have a child that lives in poverty because she don't have a high school education. That child goes to school and gets diagnosed with a disability. That child is on the street. That child goes to jail for the rest of his life. That's how it works. Somebody give me Deuteronomy chapter 2.
Hold on. No. You ain't getting off that easy, Esau. You're not getting off that easy. We're going to finish reading this. Never trust an enemy.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, because you got a good scripture there. We're going to finish reading this. We're going to read it all. We're going to read it quick though, but go ahead.
I got it.
You got it?
Sirach chapter 12, verse, let me get there. Turn. 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Read.
Though he humble himself,
meaning he let you in his schools. Let me in the school. Oh, he's a good white man. He let me in the schools. Though he humbled himself, read.
And go crouching.
Come on.
Yet take good heed and beware of him.
Beware of him. It said take good and beware of him. Read on.
And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass.
Come on.
And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away.
It ain't going nowhere. It's still there. That rust is still, that hatred is still there. That rust ain't going nowhere. That's the same old demon who hates you. All he just did was find a clever way to destroy you and keep you down. That's it. That's it. He see that, all right, I can't stop them from, they're going to end up coming into our schools. So we got to do this then. We got to do this then. Because I always hear this. The woman who got $50,000 from her job, and she was doing good, they gave her $50,000. You can't tell her the white man bad.
Right.
You can't tell her, because he gave her $50,000. No telling how much she made for the company.
Right.
Oh, I think it was, no, matter of fact, I think it was $100,000.
It was $100,000. It was like a Christmas bonus.
Right.
They got it for a Christmas.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. Bring it out, bro, because I vaguely remember.
I think it's a gas company in Texas.
Okay.
It's an energy company in Texas. They gave the reception, like everybody that works there, even the receptionist, $100,000 plus in a bonus.
Think about this. This is Esau here. Listen, he ain't giving nobody nothing for nothing. Listen, first of all, if he gave you $100,000, he made a quadrillion. He ain't making no little money and just give you $100,000.
Right. Those people will never leave that job. He could tell them to come in on their day off, sick, on their deathbed. They will get up out of their deathbed and come to work.
Because they're $100,000.
Because of that $100,000.
The Bible said the gift destroyed the heart. The gift destroyed the heart, meaning the mind. So you think that, well, he can't be so bad. He gave me $100,000.
A woman could be in her wedding to Prince Charming. He called her to work. She leaving in her wedding dress to go straight to the
natural gas company. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Finish reading.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
Set him not by thee, lest when he had.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Set him not by thee. Meaning, ain't talking about, I can't sit by the white man on the bus. That's not I would want to do it anyway. But that's not talking about that. It's talking about getting into business, like trusting him. That's what it's talking about, trusting him. Sit him not by thee. Don't trust him. That's what that's going into. Read.
Lest when he has overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place.
He tricked you behind. He used you. This is what they doing to hip hop. They taking over hip hop. Just like they did in rock and roll. People that think the so-called white man made a rock and roll. No, we did. They just took it over. Now they polluted. Lord, will we live? 100 years from now, it's gonna be nothing but white rappers.
I see that meme on Facebook.
Right. You're gonna be a figment of imagination, black man. They ain't gonna even remember you no more.
They said in 200 years, Tupac will be a white man.
Watch it happen. You heard it here first. Don't cast it down in imaginations.
I say the next 50 years he'll be a white man.
It's gonna happen. I believe it, man. Y'all gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
Neither let him sit at thy right hand.
Going into that trust.
That's that power. Right hand is authority.
Yeah. Read. You trust him with your kids. Read.
Lest he seek to take thy seat.
Lest he seek to take thy seat. Read.
And thou at that last remember my words.
Please remember Most High words. He don't want you to forget. He's trying to help us. But we won't listen. Read.
And be pricked therewith.
He was like, man, listen, the Most High is begging. Here. Read.
Verse 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
That's why the Most High ain't pitying us. That's why we in a condition that ain't nobody pitying us. Because we ask for these things. Our music is horrible.
Schools is horrible.
Man, it make me sick, just keep reading.
And any such as come nigh wild beasts.
He's telling you, he uses this as an example. Why would you go, like I tell you, I'll be honest, you got a line in there. Don't go play with that line, you know. Would you go play with that line?
Nope.
And if you do, I told you behind. I don't even feel something for you. Just like that little boy who dropped in that monkey. His mom told him. You know what I'm saying? But he want to be bad and won't pet the monkey, huh? That monkey dragged him behind. Since he didn't want to listen to his mama, I think the monkey was doing a better job. I think she should have whooped his behind like that monkey was doing. Dragged him up and down the cage, whatever that thing was, the park. I'm just having a little fun. Right. But read on.
Verse 14. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sin, who will pity?
Read.
Verse 15. For a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry.
Can it be any more plainer?
It can't. I don't know. It can't.
It can't be no plainer. Read on.
Watch this.
He don't care.
Let me say something.
Go ahead, bro.
The same white folks that was marching in the civil rights with all the black folks so that the black folks can vote and desegregate school, those was the same ones that pulled their children out of the public school when black folks came.
So you end up.
Yay! Everybody gets to go to school together. How much does it cost for private tuition at this school? Okay. Well, look, Susie and John used to play together. Now Susie is in private school. John's in the public school learning nothing. He fall behind in the 4th grade. Susie's excelling in the private school. But equal rights, y'all.
He's not going to tarry. He's not going to help you.
Matter of fact, the ones that was in the civil rights movement, they weren't poor white people, they was rich white people. Those was the middle class white folks that live on another side of town that never had to go to the ghetto. They said, well, we don't see y'all blacks if we don't come down here anyway. So,
read on.
Verse 16, an enemy speaking sweetly with his lips.
Enemy speaking sweetly with his lips.
Equal rights. We're all the same. All lives matter.
I call that. That's what they do. All lives matter. Right. He's speaking sweetly with his words. He's telling you about your enemy. Read.
But in his heart, he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit.
That's your school system. That's your school system. In his mind, he's trying, how can I keep these niggas down? Because he ain't calling you the Israelites. He ain't calling you that. He calling you nigga. How can I keep these niggas down?
We're all under the same God. We're all under the same nation. Let's put homosexuality in a school. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Joel Osteen is my pastor. I love you. Nigga, I hate your guts. Hey, body language says a million words. If they say we're cool, we happy, try to go up and touch them. Try to go up and hug them without them being
Yeah, you Joel Osteen.
Without them
members.
bracing themselves.
I know they got a Joel Osteen member on here. I know you do.
Watch it.
Go to his behind, go ask him a question. Go talk to him. Go try to shake his hand and watch your ass get tackled.
Watch this. There was some black people that went to a Trump rally, right? And just tried to randomly go up to white folks and hug them. They was pushing them, slapping them. And y'all think we playing, just find a random, wholesome neighborhood white person and go up to them and try to hug them. I recommend that you don't. You might get a bullet. But I'm saying, y'all think that we all equal and they love us so much, go up there and try to hug one. Just hug them. Just say, hey, how you doing? Instead of a handshake, try to give him a hug.
Wait.
See what happens.
No, they had a dude who was going around giving hugs, and he tried to go hug some Klan members or some radical white folks. They were like, you hugging me? He told him, like, no. He was like, just free hugs, So you hate me? Like, bro, get from over here. Bye. We are not hugging you. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I can't remember that dude. Some dude going around giving free hugs. He tried to go hug
the Klan.
One of them. They all a Klan to me, because I know what the Bible says. They just put on suits. They took the hoods off and put on suits. That's all they did. The same people. I believe what the word said. I know what it said, and it is evident in their actions. So,
let me read on.
Read that 16 again.
An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips.
Come on.
But in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit.
Come on.
He will weep with his eyes.
He would even cry. Do you understand how far this man would go to get you like confused? He would cry.
You remember we watched it in Sabbath class one day, I think, it was dealing with when people get killed by, I think, the police. I think it was around Dillaroo. One of these white business owners went down to the parents' house till I guess one of the ones was slain. You know, gave him some money, gave him something, you know, sat with him, cried, was in a rally with him, but it came out that he actually put money in the GoFundMe for that police officer that shot that boy down.
I didn't know that. Good. I'm glad you brought that up.
I thought that was astonishing. He went to the parents' house, consoled them, went to the funeral, but secretly he put money in that officer's GoFundMe account. Broke him off some change. This is what this is talking about. This is what they do.
I seen it personally. All right? What? Listen.
Your favorite teacher in your public school, Miss Smith, I'm just going to use her just a normal. She loves you, we love you, but she's probably on the board for the Planned Parenthood in your community.
She's probably running it.
Probably running it. That's what it's talking about.
I'll give the most money.
Right. How are you doing today, Ray Ray? Did you do your homework? Oh, you're a good student. They're going to Planned Parenthood.
Hold on. In the Ray days, my teacher care about me.
Right.
She loves me.
Then she on the board of Planned Parenthood, killing off young black children in her off time.
Admiring her works of
Margaret Sanger. You probably learned about Margaret Sanger. She probably gave her praises and everything in the class. Now you got older. She did that. I'm saying that because your president, the Hillary Clinton, the so-called white queen of black America, her husband was the first black president. Y'all loved him so much, she said she keep a bottle of hot sauce in her purse. Admires Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood and hated black folks.
She said she was playing. He was like, it's gonna get you more votes if it works.
They asked her that in front of everybody. What is one thing that you keep with you at all times? She said, I keep a bottle of hot sauce.
She was just trying to get the black vote.
Right.
Did it work?
I said, come on.
Did it work?
I said, come on, man. I said, come on, for real.
That's how, wait, hold on. That's how they play with our people. Listen, they slapping you in your face. They telling you dumb, you don't know nothing. Nobody got upset about that either. She said, did it work?
Somebody probably held their fist up there.
You know what I'm saying?
Not knowing that the Clinton family robbed Haiti, robbed the Levites, robbed them. You know Hillary Clinton's blood brother, owns the mineral rights in Haiti, and he extracts them and makes money, and that's why Haiti looks so poor right now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Listen.
I got the video on my phone right now of a Levite protesting Hillary Clinton, bringing out all the truth. But people will be like, oh no, they black. They the closest thing to black people white people can get. Okay, I keep believing that. They talk sweetly with their words, but she loves the woman that started Planned Parenthood that has killed over 15.5 million children in 30 years.
Oh, that just shows our people is dumb down.
Dumb.
To the lowest.
They don't have no respect for you.
They don't. It's like, in order to get down with black folks, if I'm like, all I gotta do is I keep hot sauce with me, now I'm included.
Right.
That don't make no sense.
Bro, that's to show you their disrespect.
Right.
Bro, they don't get it. I don't think they get it. They were pissed. I was pissed off. I carried hot sauce with me.
No, a good one you don't care.
They say that her husband was the first black man because he played the saxophone.
And he smoked weed. And he had outside of marital sexual relations in the office. He black. Our people checked out, bro.
All negative. Listen, bro. We have to wake up.
Bill Clinton could go to a Black Lives Matter rally with police in riot gear. Everybody is tensed up. Bill Clinton can stand in front of police officers with a saxophone and walk in right in the middle of the crowd, and everybody is smiling ear to ear.
And they're going to go step forward. They're going to be dancing.
Right. Bill Clinton, Bill. That's all you would hear. And he put more black people in jail than any other president in history. He made the three strike rule. That's why when you get strong arm a slice of pizza on your third strike, you get life in prison. To your honorable Bill Clinton, the first black president. How you like that?
Bro, I can remember.
How you like that?
Our people doing the nay outside when he got shot at. Doing it. What?
Let's get back on topic before I get mad and we go somewhere else. Before we go somewhere else. But we were just reading, okay, let me get that. Sirach chapter 12,
I just want to finish it.
12, verse 16. I thought I was there. Okay. And an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood.
He's not just going to be satisfied with blood.
He want to destroy your children.
He want everything. Ask our brother's dad, the so-called Native American. Ask him. He wasn't satisfied with blood. Read on.
Let's sit on 16.
Okay.
We digressed a little bit, but we had to prove a point. We had to bring Sirach to life. We brought that home. If y'all don't see what Sirach is talking about now, you might not ever get it. The Lord willing, you do.
And then you know why they took it out the Bible now.
Right. We gonna get back to the school thing. I want to bring out a point for this homosexuality. That's the topic. That's the hot topic in Babylon the Great right now, which is known as America. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse. Matter of fact, I'll read it. This is Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor any sodomite of the sons of Israel. So they got co-ed bathrooms. Look how they did it. It's crafty. They got co-ed bathrooms for the boys and girls to go into, but they're also promoting a homosexual agenda all at the same time. They're doing that so they don't have to make a third bathroom. So they say we just go join both bathrooms together so that they'll feel comfortable. What does that promote? That promotes sexual intercourse between heterosexuals and also gay sex between homosexuals in one public facility.
It's just a doggone freak fest.
A freak fest in the bathroom. And they give kids 10 minutes to get between each class. A lot of wickedness can happen in 10 minutes in the bathroom. People used to fight in the bathroom. Just imagine girl fights and boy fights going on at the same time in the bathroom. Like the bathroom in high school is going to be the hot spot now. But let me read this though. So it's going to be no whores of the daughter of Zion, nor any sodomites of the sons of Israel.
So after you read this, right?
Right.
I want you to come back to this.
All right, gotcha.
I got a scripture for that.
All right, this is gender identity curriculum angers parents in Virginia. The Fairfax County Public School Board recently approved lessons about homosexuality and gender identity. It's family life education curriculum. The board approved the controversial lesson in a 10-2 vote in June. According to Fairfax County School Board, the early elementary program emphasizes the importance of families, distinction between good and bad touch, sources of help, and importance of friendship. Human sexuality is first introduced in grade 4. So in 4th grade, you'll learn the difference between a male and female and what you want to be. In middle school, students will build on information learned in late elementary in sociology, as well as the physical psychological, and social challenges that occur during adolescence. 9th and 10th graders will be provided definitions for heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, and transgender, and that persons deserve to be treated with respect regardless of their sexual orientation or gender identity. Parents opposed to including the lessons protested at the hearing. Many are concerned that they won't be able to opt their children out of the classes because the lessons have been moved from the family life education curriculum into health classes, which are mandatory. So what are these white people that have money going to do? They're going to move their children to private school. That's going to leave just black folks there to learn this mandatory garbage. Some of your kids going to turn homosexual in these school systems.
Listen.
Because when I was in school, in middle school, you didn't see many queers. But in high school, they came all out of the woodworks.
Okay, watch this. And I'm a little older than you. So I didn't see any, look, you had one person in the whole school, and everybody was like, something wrong with that boy. They were like, why are you over there with the girls? Why is he talking like that? He's jumping rope. Why is he jumping rope with the girls? We didn't know what it was. I was like, what the hell is he doing? We was like, man, I'm 37. So I know about New Orleans. I know what I saw. And we seen that one dude out the whole school. I'm like, who was he gay with? Because we knew he was funny. I'm like, how is he gay by himself?
The undercover brothers.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's how I used to think. I'm like, what? How? All right, he don't like the girls. So why is he? I didn't get it back then. I didn't know what was going on. It was just one person. Now when you seen like what 2, 3, 4.
I mean, watch this. 9th grade, we was suspected of some of them, but they didn't come out. 10th grade. Some girls came out on the basketball team. 11th grade, like 10 or 11 of them popped out of nowhere. 12th grade, it was like 30 homosexuals out of nowhere. And these are the same ones we went to school with, like from 9th to 12th.
And you go to the same school I went to, you can hit them with a rock. You can throw a pebble when you hit a homosexual. It's crazy. Listen, this is what the schools have done.
Watch this. This is Washington Times. California public schools adopt pro-LGBT curriculum. Okay, watch this. It says the high social science framework will integrate LGBT content in elementary, middle, and high school classes. Teachers are encouraged to read stories to second grade students featuring a very diverse collection of families, including families with lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender parents and their children. Second grade. Guess what I learned today, Mommy? I learned that somebody could have 2 daddies. Look, this is going on in all, like, these are just articles I can find in these states. Don't get it twisted. We got a brother right now in the congregation that has to go through transgender curriculum training. They pushing it everywhere.
He's a teacher.
And he's a teacher.
He have to do it or he loses his job.
We got
they don't think we in captivity. This is because the change not there. You can't do what you want to do. You in captivity. You just said earlier that they put something in the schools, right? And they didn't ask nobody. They did what they wanted to do with your kids.
Because they said they didn't want to. No. They didn't want it to come out. It'd be controversial. So they left it. They did secrecy rather than transparency.
Now watch this. If you think you sick, you can just pull your kids out of school and just keep them home without any curriculum, and you know what you're doing with the kids. Guess what that's called? Neglect. And they gonna come get your child.
CPS.
They gonna come get your child. Deuteronomy chapter 28. No power in your hand.
So we had this. The reason for this class is to show you how important it is as parents to teach your children, to build up your children. Because us allowing our children to go to school, they watch some of these weird, funny cartoons. I mean, these cartoons are homosexual. For real. I mean, we turn them on and let our kids watch them and we ain't paying attention. They watching some filth in most cases.
I gotta be careful with my kids. They was watching something, I don't know what it is, some of these worms or whatever. I don't know, I just think they're gay.
Right.
The stuff they was doing, I was like, cut that off. What is that? Stuff coming out of his butt. What?
Right. Right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what
is that coming out of? Is this some gay worms? You know, I mean, I saw it, but they programming your kids. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was doing to us.
Right.
Crafty counsel, that's that crafty counsel, that's that principalities in high wicked places.
Right.
All right. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and start at verse 14.
Okay, gotcha. I just want to say this part real quick before I read this.
No, go ahead. I just want to get this out before
we must apply Deuteronomy 6 and 7. If our children go to public school, we must take the time to teach them according to knowledge, according to the Bible.
Deuteronomy 6 and 7?
Even if it means that we tired, we just got off work from a long day, we must suck it up and teach our children. We're going to give them the best opportunity to keep these commandments.
Right, and I know we tired. I know you tired. The scripture said, I don't know what it says. It says, be in pain.
Be in pain to break forth.
Yeah, be in pain. Listen, it ain't gonna be easy. This job we got, we come from the bottom. You know how the so-called white man said, I pulled
myself up by my bootstraps.
No, they did not. We are doing it. Through the faith, through the Most High, and the faith of His Son. We doing the real pulling up. We coming at every eyes against us. It's against us. Now I say the world is against you. The world is against us. The whole world is against the Israelites.
When my child get here, because they ain't here yet, my wife is pregnant, all praise to the Most High.
All praise to
Before my child hits 5 years old, if I got to quit my job or do something so I can homeschool my child, I'll do it. Lord willing, my child will never spend a day in public school. Because by then, in 5 years from now, school is going to be on another level of wickedness. It's waxed worse and worse since I've been in it.
Man, I say 2 years. 2. What was reading? You was reading something or you were saying?
No, I was just talking. You gave me 2 Corinthians chapter 6.
All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. The reason why I tell them to go to this scripture because we come almost to the end of the class. What we saying is the truth. We have to take our kids out of the school. The Most High said to. Not just the schools, the way we operate. Trusting in the so-called white man systems. Period. You read it. I'm going to break it down when you read it.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate.
Come out from among them and be ye separate. It ain't talking about go to China. It ain't talking about go to Israel. Because some of these so-called camps thinking that it's talking about flee. It's not talking about that. Read.
And be ye separate, saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing.
The schools, they're unclean. They're unclean. Read.
And I will receive you.
Then He gonna receive us. Because He see us changing and we trying to do something. Then the Most High said, okay, look at my children up there. Let me do this for them. Let me open this door for them. Let me give them the wisdom to do this, to do that. Read.
And and will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
You see that? We're going to be the sons and daughters. Jump up a little bit, because I want to show you something. No, keep reading. Just keep reading.
Chapter 7, verse 1. Having therefore these promises dearly beloved.
No. 15.
This is.
It's going to give you some examples. It's going to give you some examples. This is us. Read.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 15. And what concord have Christ with Belial? Or what part have he that believeth with an infidel?
What did it look like Christ chilling with Satan? They just chilling, hanging around. Read on.
Verse 16.
We're not supposed to be with their club. We ain't supposed to be reveling in their clubs. He said, come out from among them. We ain't supposed to be voting. Come out from among them. Be separate. Don't be in the Democrat, what the other one is? Republican. I'm out of that stuff. I don't even care about that stuff. Yes, I don't care. Read.
Verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of God with idols?
What agreement that the temple of God with idols? He said don't worship false gods. So why would it be in the temple of God? You got that Caesar Borgia in there. Take it out. Crosses old. You got a cross. You got a tool that was used to kill Christ. On your body, in your car, in your churches. Did you know they used that to kill Christ? So they had guns back then. You gonna put a Uzi right here? You was gonna do that? Read on.
For ye are the temple of the living God, as God has said. I will dwell in them.
Do you know we the temple of God? Read that again.
For ye are the temple of the living God, as God has said. I will dwell in them.
He will dwell in us, but we have to come out from among them. We can't be amongst wickedness. Read. That's us keeping the commandments. That's us doing what that is, Sirach 14. Read. Sirach 34. Read.
You want Sirach chapter 14?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, keep reading.
And I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
You see that? We have to do something. We have to have action. We got to do something first. Keep the commandments. All right, read on.
Wherefore come out from among them and be ye separate.
And be ye separate. Read.
Saith the Lord, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Read.
And will be a father unto you, and ye shall be my sons and daughters, saith the Lord Almighty.
Who believes that? Who believes that? The Most High said He's going to be our Father, but we have to do something first. All right? I think it's running out.
Right, it's our time anyway. It's 12. So, Fader said, DJ, Shalom. This has been another episode of Casting Down Imaginations. I hope that's edifying. I hope you see the vision. I hope you see the work that it sits in front of us as parents. And even if you don't have children, you can still be the father to the fatherless or a mother to the motherless. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to take us all, y'all.
Right.
This ain't going to be a one-person thing. This has never been a one-person thing. Bring us in, DJ. Shalom, y'all. We out.
Shalom. I'm saying Christ bless.